Today, we're looking at the Mazda CX-50. I'll show you how it fares compared to top competitors in the compact crossover segment, including the 2024 models of the Toyota Rav4, Honda CR-V, Hyundai Tucson, and Ford Bronco Sport. And I'll tell you why the CX-50 is among the top compact crossovers out there in the market right now. And stick around to hear about the hybrid version of the CX-50, and if or when the US will get a hybrid version anytime soon. Now, before we see how the Mazda CX-50 stacks up against the competition, first you have to understand the difference between the CX-50 versus the CX-5. Both are compact crossovers by Mazda, and they have similar names, but these are two unique and different models. Some folks anticipated the CX-50 would replace the CX-5 altogether, similar to how the CX-90 replaced the CX-9. But to the surprise of many, Mazda nevertheless released the 2024 CX-5, along with the CX-50. One of the most significant differences between these two crossovers is their design and intent. The CX-50 was crafted for adventure, and that's why it's more rugged off-road feel. As such, the CX-50 costs more than the CX-5, and it offers more features too. On the other hand, the CX-5 was designed more for everyday drivers who rarely veer off of smoothly paved roads and surfaces. Overall, the 2024 Mazda CX-50 is larger than the CX-5. I'm talking wider and longer, although it is slightly shorter. You can feel it when you drive. The CX-50 also rides on a longer wheelbase than the CX-5. I'm talking 110.8 inches versus 106.2 inches. On the other hand, the CX-5 offers better maneuverability in tight spots compared to the CX-50 because of its shorter wheelbase and car length. Now, under the hoods, both the CX-50 and CX-5 both offer a standard 2.5-liter inline 4-cylinder engine that can pump out 187 horsepower. And with this engine, both crossovers can tow up to 2,000 pounds. Both crossovers also offer a 6-speed automatic tranny and I-Active all-wheel drive as standard equipment. As far as acceleration and torque is concerned, there's a small difference between the two crossovers. The CX-50 offers 186 pound-feet, whereas the CX-5 offers 185. But you do have the option to go turbo. The turbocharged CX-50 bumps it up to 250 horses and 320 pound-feet of torque. And you also get more towing capacity, 3,500 pounds to be exact. On the other hand, if you turbocharge the CX-5, you get up to 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. When it comes to fuel economy, the CX-5 has a leg up. We're talking 26 miles per gallon in the city and 31 on the highway, whereas the CX-50 offers 24 in the city and 30 on the highway. Let's look at how the CX-50 stacks against its competition. As far as exterior is concerned, the 2024 Mazda CX-50 is 185.8 inches long. That makes it one of the longest vehicles in the compact crossover segment. The CX-50's wheelbase measures 110.8 inches. As far as ground clearance is concerned, it offers 8.6 inches of clearance. To put that into perspective, that's almost close to the 2024 Ford Bronco Sport, which has one of the highest ground clearances in the segment, offering 8.8 inches. However, the CX-50 is a relatively short crossover by height. I'm talking just 63.9 inches tall, whereas the 2024 Ford Bronco Sport, which is one of the taller crossovers available, towers over it at 71.4 inches. But let's talk about power and performance. The turbocharged Mazda CX-50 can pump out up to 256 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque and offers a towing capacity of up to 3,500 pounds. And that's really good when you compare it with the 2024 Hyundai Tucson, which offers a measly 187 horsepower. Other compact crossovers on today's list come close. For example, the 2024 Ford Bronco Sport is close to that with up to 250 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. But the CX-50 still comes out on top. If you've been paying attention to Mazda over the last decade, then you're most likely heard of Sky-Activ. Sky-Activ has been around for more than 10 years. Here's what happened. Mazda realized that 70 to 80% of the available energy in a drop of fuel got lost in a vehicle's powertrain and couldn't be transferred to the wheels. That's what prompted the research and development that ultimately led to the technology known as Sky-Activ. At the time, the idea was to create the next generation of unique Mazda technology systems, structures, and component designs. What it led to was technology that increases fuel efficiency and engine output. Interestingly enough, Mazda said the term Sky-Activ evolved from the catchphrase, "The sky's the limit." Anyway, whenever you see a Sky-Activ badge on the back of a Mazda, it signifies that the car has been fit with exclusive equipment, designs, and technologies. The 2024 Mazda CX-50 is no exception. Just like most modern gasoline engines out there, Skyactiv engines use a fuel injector that sprays gasoline at high pressure directly into the combustion chamber, known as direct injection. The gasoline then bypasses the intake valves and the fuel gets delivered directly to the best location for combustion. Here in North America, Skyactiv engines are built to run on good old regular grade gasoline. If you use premium gasoline in a Skyactiv engine, it will come with certain performance benefits, but premium gas is not necessary for Skyactiv engines. Then there's Skyactiv G. Skyactiv G achieves the world's highest gasoline engine compression ratio for mass production engine vehicles with the help of 4-to-1 exhaust system. To be exact, it's 14-to-1 on the European spec models. North America models achieve a compression ratio of 13-to-1. The bottom line is that Skyactiv G offers 15% more torque and fuel economy and improved low engine speed torque for better daily driving compared to Mazda's non-Skyactiv engines. Right now, the 2024 Mazda CX-50 only comes in gas-powered options. It comes standard with a 6-speed automatic transmission, and unlike some of its competitors, the Mazda CX-50 also comes standard with all-wheel drive. This is because of Mazda's latest iActive all-wheel drive system. This latest system uses different sensors to figure out how much power to send to the rear wheels, and these sensors are what ensure optimal grip and efficiency. As far as fuel economy is concerned, the base Mazda CX-50 with a 2.5-liter Skyactiv G engine comes with a fuel economy rating of 24 miles in the city and 30 miles per gallon on the highway. By comparison, the 2024 Toyota Rav4 offers better, even with the gas-powered version. The base gas-powered Rav4, which is the LE trim, gives 27 in a city and 35 on a highway. Of course, the Rav4 Hybrid LE trim does even better. It gives you 41 in a city and 38 on the highway. The Rav4 comes almost neck to neck with the 2024 Honda CR-V, which also comes in either gas or hybrid versions. The CR-V base gas model trim, which is the LX trim, gives you 28 in the city and 34 on the highway. But mind you, that's with the turbocharged engine. And of course, the hybrid CR-V gives more. Specifically, the CR-V two-wheel drive Sport Hybrid gives you 43 in the city and 36 on the highway. If price is your priority, the Mazda CX-50 starting MSRP is $30,300. That's not terrible when you compare it to the 2024 Ford Bronco Sport, which has an MSRP starting at $31,230. But don't get me wrong, the CX-50 is far from the cheapest in the category. The Mazda CX-50 costs more than the Toyota Rav4 and the Honda CR-V, and certainly more than the Hyundai Tucson, for example, which is the starting MSRP of $27,250. Despite its relatively higher initial price tag, the 2023 CX-50 scored high ratings for its resale value, so the forecast for the 2024's resale value is assumed to rate similarly. Speaking of the previous model of the 2023 CX-50, it also scored high in driving experience ratings. I'm talking 88 out of 100. To put that in perspective, other brands like Nissan, Toyota, Honda, Hyundai usually find their driving experience ranked in the lower 80s at best, if not the 70s. So the assumption is the same for the 2024 CX-50. Now, when Mazda debuted its gas-powered CX-50, it hinted about a hybrid CX-50 sometime in the future. So there's much anticipation for a hybrid CX-50 to become available here in the US. Just consider a few facts. Hybrid vehicles in general offer better gas mileage than traditional gas-powered cars. Consider, too, how consumer demand for battery electric cars has been leveling off in recent times, whereas demand for hybrid vehicles is increasing. Believe it or not, a hybrid CX-50 currently exists and has already been launched, but the thing is, it's only in China. Early in 2023, Mazda's Chinese joint venture, also known as Chang'an Mazda, revealed a hybrid CX-50 hybrid for the Chinese market. That's when Mazda announced that the hybrid CX-50 for China would use Toyota's hybrid technology. And now this hybrid CX-50 has been available since November 2023. Seeing that the hybrid CX-50 already exists in the market, it raises the probability that we will see a hybrid CX-50 stateside soon. According to the rumors, we may see a hybrid CX-50 that's fit with a 2-liter engine, and this engine will be borrowed straight from Toyota. True, Toyota is one of Mazda's biggest competitors, but Mazda borrowing the engine tech from Toyota actually makes sense, seeing that the current CX-50 is manufactured alongside the Toyota Corolla Cross at the Mazda-Toyota joint manufacturing plant in Huntsville, Alabama. Right now, the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid is also powered by a hybrid 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that outputs 196 horsepower, and it's paired with an electronically controlled continuously variable transmission, or eCVT for short. Thing is, Mazda has never been a fan of CVTs. That's why it developed its own Skyactiv dry automatic transmission to blend the benefits of a dual clutch transmission, CVT, and traditional automatic into a single gearbox. So there's a small chance that Mazda may power the hybrid CX-50 with its internally sourced Mazda eSkyActiv 2-liter M hybrid powertrain, or maybe the eSkyActiv G 2-liter powertrain. And if that's so, then Mazda will probably couple it with the SkyActiv drive transmission. But in all honesty, I believe there's less likely an option for Mazda to deploy its own engine. Personally, I think Mazda may take the Toyota route since that's how it's approaching the market in China today. To be sure though, there is no release date for a hybrid CX-50 here in the States. If or when it gets released, pricing should be several $1,000s above the CX-50 turbo versions. And best guesses are maybe an extra 3 or 4 trim levels to add to the overall lineup. But now you tell me, do you agree or disagree that the 2024 CX-50 is the best compact crossover in the market? And would you prefer a hybrid version over the gas-powered one? Please share by commenting below. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for your support.